So we are here at day 2 of Romford Horrific Film Festival, and we've just shown a short and a feature, but we're now going to talk to a couple of the filmmakers for the feature. We put the world to sleep. Do me a favour, make my life a little bit easier, and tell us who you are and what you did on the project.
So, hello everyone. First of all, thank you so much for coming to see our movie. My name is Andreea, and I played Andreea in the movie. And yes, I would have mentioned that anyways, because even my sister was confused about who I was in the movie, and then someone in the audience was like, what did you do in the... I was Andreea. It was like 2018, 2017 that was shot, so that was like ages ago, so that's why I kind of look a little bit different. But yeah, I'm acting Andreea, and then I'm here with Jay. Jay, please.
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm one of the executive producers of this movie. I joined it after seeing Adrian's movie Be My Cat, which I don't know if you've seen. It's fantastic. So based on that, I was happy to support him in this movie. And I'm actually just here on vacation today. I wanted to see the film. This is the first time I've seen it.
Oh wow.
So thank you for being here to see it with me.
Well, thank you so much for being here yourself. Let's have a little round of applause for that. That's enough. So being that this was your first time kind of seeing it up on the big screen, what was it like seeing it up there, and for yourself as well, but what was it like seeing it up on the big screen today?
Okay, so I came into this completely cold. I didn't want to know, even though I was a producer on the movie, I didn't want to know what it was about. I wanted to have the experience of just seeing it on the big film, on the big screen. And I guess one of the takeaways for me is I have never been so glad not to be married as I am right now. So this was a movie to me about like the terrifying claustrophobia of being involved in a relationship. And I'm only partially kidding, because I did have that thought a lot, that it would be crazy to be living for so many years with method actors putting this film together. So I really respect Adrian and Duru for going through it. Yeah, and it was just tremendously entertaining.
I'm glad you liked it.
I did.
And thank you so much for supporting the movie. I'm so glad it's finally out, because after so many years, I was just like a little bit hopeless about it, to be honest. But now I'm just happy that the world can enjoy it.
So it is, I believe it's like a spiritual sequel. It's going to be part of a trilogy at some point. What made you guys really like want to get involved in this, and what was it about this story in particular that was like, right, let's be part of it?
Well, I first auditioned for a different movie that Adrian was directing, and that movie turned out to be like a scam, so it didn't happen. And so when Duru and Adrian got to the point where they needed a person for this role, they were like, oh, Andreea, we liked her in the audition for that movie that didn't happen, so let's give her a call and see if she's up for it. I was just barely starting out of university, and I was like, yes, I'll do anything, please, yes, thank you. So that's how I ended up working on it.
And you saw Be My Cat, so you got to be part of it.
Yes.
It's a bit of a, how do I say this? It's a bit of a weird, outside-the-box, eccentric movie.
Yes.
What's the weirdest thing that happened on set while making this movie?
Well, I think it's an overstatement to say on set. There was no set.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I was just at my house and we had a Skype call. That was my set. Adrian was just like, place yourself like, oh right, in the front of the TV is good so that it looks like, you know, like it's technology around you and stuff like that. So that was my set. It was more about the conversations that took place before the actual Skype call. I mean, all the directions that I've been given, like on where the conversation is supposed to go when we have the Skype conversation. The thing is, a lot has changed in the process of making this movie. So he told me something in the beginning, and then he kind of changed, and then I'm seeing the final product, and I'm like, I was told this, I was told that, and then now I see this. So it's been like, I think Adrian, and by the way, if there's anyone here that would love to talk to Adrian and Duru directly, they wanted to interact with you, and they're very sorry, and I'm very sorry that they couldn't make it. But we can have a video call with them after this Q&A, so you can ask them directly your questions if you really want to, like, don't trust me on anything, really. So that was the set.
And in terms of at a producer level, is there anything that you heard about or that you saw that you know about that was just like a little bit out there but creatively absolutely works?
Yeah, one of the things Adrian does, as you can see from the movie, is he's very much into living out the role. And I saw him with that in Be My Cat, right? I had people coming up to me after that, making sure that the actors were actually all right because they were murdered in the movie. And it's a pretty realistic movie in some ways. So I knew that he would be doing that again for this movie, and actually seeing it on the screen it's just so funny to me because he is an actor and he's not like that in real life, and so it's amazing to me how he embodies the role so well and how believable it is, because if he were here talking to you just as his real self, you would not believe the difference.
And I was asked, last night I was hanging out with some people, I was asked about, Adriea and Duru, and I was like, Duru is a sweetheart. I hung out with her outside of our professional collaboration, but then I didn't really hang out with Adriea outside of that. But like, I'm pretty sure he's a very sweet person as well. But like, seeing that, I'm like, my God.
So when you look at it up there and you see what is the everybody can tell me what's wrong with the movie that they were part of, or all the little blemishes, all the sound things that didn't quite go right, but what did you see up there today that really impressed you and you're really proud of with this movie?
I'm very happy with Adriea and Duru. Seriously, I'm very happy with them. Like, the hard work and the talent and all that they have to go through for this final product, amazing. I'm not about me. I don't. I'm a little bit confused about my performance actually.
It doesn't have to be about you personally. Just like, what do you see up on the screen that wow, like we did something great there?
The credibility of their performances. I loved that.
Yeah, that, and also I enjoyed kind of the inside humor of, I think there were parts of the movie that really speak to filmmakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very funny to me, the process and the inside jokes and the humor. I loved it very much. And
what's next? Obviously, I said that it's going to be part of a trilogy that's happening. When can we expect to see something like that? What's happening with that? What's happening?
I think that's a question Adriea and Duru can answer. I don't have any insights about the third part. I just know very little about it, like that it's part of the trilogy, that it's going to be in like higher spiritual self kind of thing. Yes, and our movie was like 75% improvisation.
Yeah.
This one, the last one, is supposed to have the most scripted of the 3 movies. Yeah. That's all I know. So if you want to hear more about it, we need to talk to Adriea.
Yeah, we'll get that Zoom call on the go.
Yes.
And you, as an associate producer, as a producer on this one, do you have any more insight? Do you know any more about it?
I do not. Just, as Andreea was saying, it's going to be more scripted, probably more tightly plotted, I would assume, because I know he's driving towards a culmination of the trilogy with an overarching message, and so I'm curious to see how it plays out.
And obviously, you're showing here today. We're really, really pleased that you've given us the movie to show here today. But it's also been going around many other festivals and seems to be doing really well. It's getting rave reviews everywhere. Jury's won an award for a lead actress in the film as well. What's that like, knowing that this, again, I don't know how to word this, but this crazy little independent movie that you've made is going out there and it's being well received? What's that like?
I'm very happy. After all that work, I'm just so happy. I'm cheering for them because they deserve the recognition. And, I mean, the movie has the best midnight film that they got. It premiered in America in October. So I was really, really happy with how people received this. They deserve it.
Yes.
They deserve it.
And for yourself?
Yeah, it's very satisfying to me as a producer, because the reason I went into producing was I love horror movies, I love film, and I have no talent. So what I really enjoy doing with when I can is supporting people who I can see that spark of talent in, and it's really exciting when films like this come out. They're well received.
Thank you.
You were fantastic.
Thank you.
So with that in mind, if you guys could remake any classic horror movie and be part of it, what would it be?
Okay, when I'm not doing this, I actually work for the government. I'm a Fed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry. So you can imagine some lines of this movie were especially funny to me. I would love to be part of another remake of The Omen, but a version of The Omen where they portray the Foreign Service accurately.
Okay.
Yes.
They should have you on set to give directions. Yeah. I think I'll just keep this question because I am a little bit of an outsider here. Because like watching the short before, like this is a horror festival. We are part of a horror festival, but I don't think our movie is really horror. It is creepy. It is very creepy, but I don't think it's horror. It's something that I can watch. But the short that was before, I was like, I think I'll just close my eyes now because I cannot. Because I'm not a fan of getting scared, so I'm not really watching horror movies, you know. But the short was nice. I mean, I got like tingly, like.
No, that's excellent. That's excellent. Do we have any questions from the audience? I think we have got a microphone.
Yeah, hang on. There you go. I was just curious. Obviously, the film is extremely wacky. So, how was this film pitched to you for you to become a part of it? How did they get you involved? Like, how did they sell it to you that it was worth getting involved with?
Well, as I said, I didn't have to be sold anything. I was just very desperate to be in anything. And I was really, yes, I want to be part of this. I mean, I enjoyed my audition for the movie that didn't happen. I enjoyed it because it was based on improvisation. And I think for me, as a person that has just recently came out of the university, it was challenging, but it was also something that helped me better perform, I think. And so that was what sold me. I enjoyed working with him for my audition, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it because he told me that it's gonna be based on improvisation mostly. I was like, okay, challenging, but yes, I think that's gonna take out something good out of me. So.
Yeah, and for me, it was on the strength of Be My Cat. We just had such a good experience with that. I was like, yeah, sure, I will support the next thing you do. Let's see where you go.
And what's next for you guys in general? Do you have anything you can talk about going forward, or what's your next projects?
I don't have anything on the line right now because I'm still just figuring things out professionally speaking. I'll try to be in touch with my acting side as much as possible in the creative side, but right now I don't have something that's, stay tuned. But stay tuned for Andreea and Duru.
And yourself?
So a friend of mine, Mike Lombardo, who did Dreaming of a White Doomsday, is working on his second feature film now. It's called Dead Format. It's going to be disgusting, gross, and hilarious, so please keep an eye out for it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end out in a weird one. So, yeah, I've already done this one today, but I'm going to do it again. If this movie had a physical embodiment, so it was an actual person, what would this movie's karaoke song be?
What is karaoke song?
It's got to be Weird Al of some sort.
Yeah, I was thinking like it would be Meatloaf's 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad, but sung by somebody who hadn't eaten or bathed in like 6 days.
That's very specific.
In a good way.
That's Peter Blunden.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can clarify and reassure me that I'm not here as an actor?
Wow.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Is there any way that you can, I mean, obviously this poor gentleman's a bit mixed up. Is there any way you can clarify that he's not an actor and he's an actual real person?
Isn't he the robot?
I think I think Adrian really has the script. You might find your role actor there in the. He has all the important files. I don't even know about myself. As I said, I've been told some things in the beginning, and then I was like, so we're gonna go this way, but then we're gonna go that way, and then in the end, we shot something else as well, and we talked about something else as well, but it didn't make it into the final cut. So now I'm not sure if it's just something that is open for the people to interpret, or if it just completely changed, like the narrative of my character.
See,
What did you understand about my character?
You've been here today, and you've been. What I'm beginning to understand is that you maybe didn't even know you were in this film. Is this the first time you found out you were in this film today?
Well,
That's a yes.
it's complicated, but no, for real, it was such like, if you watch this and you felt like your brain was like twisting a little bit to understand what was going on, we're in it together. Like, my process of working on it and being on it was the same. I don't want to give out too much. I'm not sure if I should, but like, I've been given some directions that stayed. But then in the end, was it like, did I really die there? Or was I just an actress that tried to die on screen, and it was the first time I was doing it, and I was doing like a poor job dying? Like, there's this. Do we know the answer to this question?
I'm beginning to understand that guy's question.
Very legitimate, yes.
Yeah, are there other cameras? Like, are we in the third one? I don't know.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for bringing your movie to us, for submitting it to the festival, and most of all, thank you for being here, especially the journey that you've had yourself. Yeah, thank you for getting us the movie. Can we get a round of applause?
Thank you.